Just a camera. And we're good. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And yes, according to Chance Perez, Dino Fury Black Ranger, the Power Rangers is moving to Netflix officially. So without wasting any time, stop into it.
Follow me on Twitter, you cowards. Link in description.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some huge Power Rangers news, and basically Chance Perez, who of course plays Javi, the Black Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Fury, has said in a recent interview, and this was a really big bomb to drop. I guess it's one of those things where I assume he just didn't know that this wasn't public information, where he was asked about his upcoming projects, and he said that he's in Power Rangers Dino Fury, Season 1 of which is airing on Nickelodeon, and Season 2 is going to Netflix, which is a huge thing. So for those of you who, don't have the background about this, back in 2018, a few months before Saban Brands sold Power Rangers to Hasbro, they renewed their contract with Nickelodeon for 3 more seasons after Super Ninja Steel, which was airing that year. That it means what it means. 3 more seasons. So Hasbro, of course, when they bought the show, had to write out those 3 seasons. And of course, that was 20 episode long seasons. So there was a lot of question over, 3 seasons is really like 1.5 seasons of Sentai being adapted. So what does that mean? Does that mean I remember at the time when Beast Morphers was announced, there were rumors that they were gonna adapt the first half of Go Busters and then just adapt Zyuohger or something, which was a weird rumor, which I never really believed. But the point is, there was a lot of controversy about what they were gonna do with that. A lot of people were thinking, maybe Dino Fury is only going to be 1 season long and only going to be adapting the first half of Ryu Soldier. A lot of people were wondering maybe they're going to move over to another service, another channel or a streaming service for its 2nd season. And I was kind of in that camp. I was like, and there was a lot of evidence these past few months, including pretty much confirmation on multiple accounts, that it is going to be 2 seasons long. So it's just a question of, are they going to renew that contract for another season or multiple seasons, or are they going to move somewhere else? And it turns out they're moving to Netflix, at least for the next season. They might decide after Dino Fury, as the rumor is kind of spreading around, that maybe they're going to stop Power Rangers as it's known and start up some other different spin-offs and things surrounding the upcoming movie that is coming out in a couple of years. So there's a lot of question about the future of Power Rangers. I'll probably make a whole video just speculating on that, sort of giving my theory as to what Hasbro is going to do with the brand. But either way, here it does beg a lot of questions. First of all, if we're going to Netflix and it does continue past Dino Fury, that could mean we could return to 40-episode seasons if they do continue adapting Sentai, which is really exciting, honestly. So there's that.
That could be the case,
Another question is, why isn't it going to Paramount Plus, right? I always assumed, at least, that at some point the Power Rangers, it's just really suspicious, I should say, because most of the Power Rangers library, bar Mighty Morphin and the last few seasons of Power Rangers, just left Netflix a few months ago, and I assumed, okay, they're gonna put these on YouTube, eventually they're gonna go to Paramount Plus, and they're probably gonna do some Power Rangers series on Paramount Plus. And they did announce recently that they're working on a new Power Rangers project for streaming, which I assume is something related to Paramount Plus. But the fact that this new season of Dino Fury is coming on Netflix maybe shows that, if it's not on Paramount Plus, maybe Paramount Plus just isn't really interested in having Power Rangers on their service, at least in its current form, which is really interesting because, maybe that's showing Hasbro and Paramount are really only interested in Power Rangers after Dino Fury, starting with the movie and its various spin-offs and reimaginings that they're probably going to do. And yeah, so it's quite a lot of news. This isn't officially from Power Rangers official accounts on social media. It's not coming from E1, it's not coming from Hasbro, it's not coming from Nickelodeon, it's not coming from Netflix, not coming from Viacom for that matter. It's just coming from Chance Perez, but I feel like he's a pretty good source on that. chances are he just didn't know that this was something that hadn't been announced already. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you upset that it's going to Netflix? Like, I know a lot of Power Rangers fans just canceled their Netflix subscription because most of the seasons left Netflix. Now, are you gonna get it again? Are you excited that now maybe Power Rangers was really the last thing that was like keeping you from from canceling that cable subscription, and now you can? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And
As far as like them moving to Netflix officially, this kind of came out of left field for me, to be honest. But if it is true that Power Rangers is moving to Netflix after Nickelodeon come season 2, then I'm all for it. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to probably continue to get more Sentai adaptations and possibly returning to 40 plus episodes like it used to do back then, now that it's on Netflix, because it makes sense. If you put it on Nickelodeon, 22 episodes per season, that's not Power Rangers to me. Now, as far as Paramount Plus goes, I don't see Power Rangers being on there. As far as like doing something different with the franchise with a new project. Now, the video I saw the other day, talking about what Brian Golder of Hasbro said about having the upcoming movie next year, but I didn't hear him say anything about moving to Paramount Plus. But according to Chance Perez, Power Rangers moving to Netflix come season 2, it can only mean a few things. One, return of the 40 plus episode season. 2, more Sentai adaptations. Those are 2 things that ran into my mind right now. And I can only hope that this comes true, because we need to get Power Rangers off a dreadful company you call Nickelodeon that has been running Power Rangers to the ground since 2011. I think we deserve better. Tell me what you all think. I'm not saying that it's officially true. I'll have to wait and see if it's officially confirmed. So if it is, I'll let y'all know.